Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday if you celebrate. It's February the 11th. Yes, the 11th. And I just wanted to do a weekly update for you because there's a lot of energy mixing around right now. We're going through a lot of fast change. And if you feel like you need somebody to help you kind of feel like a sense of what to focus on right now, I wanted to be that person because I have that special connection with the energy world where I can see it, I interact with it really closely. And so I wanted to come on here and bring you some messages that can help you get a bit of guidance if you need it for the coming week. So it's kind of like an energetic weather report, if you will, like what's going to work right now in this energetic climate. And what has been coming up again and again for me, so I know it's more than just me, this is a global change that we're going through, is that you need to keep digging. I watched Oprah has a show called Masterclass. If you can watch Masterclass, it's a really good thing to watch because it's really inspiring and motivational, and there's a lot of good advice on there. And I was watching the masterclass with Kevin Hart, the comedian, because I'm a comedian, and he said that he talked about his stand-up career being really hard, and for a long time. So this is what I've been seeing everywhere, you guys. It's like the people that are so successful, like you have no idea how long maybe they weren't successful, how they really did face these moments in their lives where they could have turned back. And that's the theme that I've been seeing again and again that I know is a message that I'm supposed to share because it's just everywhere. If you watch Tyler Perry's masterclass, same thing. Steve Harvey, same thing. I know these are all comedians, but it's been a message that keeps repeating again and again. So this is the message for you, that even if it doesn't look like what you're doing is working, even if you're in a dark place, the message is don't turn around. The message is keep going. And what Kevin Hart said is you keep digging the tunnel until you see the light, because the light will come. And so that's the message for you right now, is that you might be in a place where you don't have the results or you're not seeing the change and you're doing the things and nothing's happening. I want you to know that a lot of really successful people have been in the very same place, and them being in the end result now, the success, living the success, the message that they're giving is that you have to keep going and don't turn around. You have to keep going. You have to keep digging, even though it's hard. And a lot of people have been unwilling to do that. A lot of people get to a place where things get hard and so they go, well, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna go the other way. And so that's the message that you need to hear right now, is that you need to actually keep digging, you need to keep going, you need to keep moving forward, and you have to do it until you see the light. And then once you see the light, now you're in the light. And what I believe energetically, like when I was thinking about this energetically, and I was like, I think that a lot of famous people, a lot of people who have success, it's like it's not like hard work is one part of success. Like that's like, to me, it's like 50%. That's the masculine doing things, taking action. But like the energetic is so fascinating, the feminine and your spirit, because basically it's like you overcome these negative beliefs. You let go of negative energy from inside of you when you challenge what's possible for you. And it's only possible for you to figure out what's possible if you keep going. Like if you turn around and you go back, you'll never know what would have happened if you kept going, right? You'll never find out. And I think the temptation, like why people do turn around, is because you think that you're not going anywhere. You think that you're just going to keep struggling. And the truth is, you could be 75% of the way. You could be 80%. Like don't turn around because the light's not there yet. Like I think those moments, we're meant to have those moments so that we develop strength, and it's like you think about like when you're working out or you're doing anything hard that forces you to grow. it would be a lot easier not to do it, right? But if you do it, that's the only way you'll get the result. Another thing that I've been repeating to myself that I've been wanting to say to you guys for a while is the only way you can get better at something is if you keep doing it. And if you're not doing it, you're not going to be getting better at it. And that means even if you're doing it and you're failing, you're learning. Even if you're doing it and it's not going well, you're learning. The only way you can get better at something is if you keep doing it. So even if you feel like you're taking the smallest step or it doesn't matter, nobody's going to know if you do it or not. The truth is, if you keep doing it, you're going to keep digging and find that light eventually. And then you're going to get to be one of those people who turns around and you can share your story and you can tell people about how you overcame something. So those moments of struggle, like, they're not meant to scare you. They're not meant to make you quit. They're not meant to discourage you. They're actually the opposite. That's the time when you need to keep going forward, because that's what's going to make you stronger. You can hear my mama cat in the background. So so I think that's good for today. I think I just wanted to come on and share that energetic update that I know is meant for more than just me. I feel like this is something we're probably all feeling to some extent. And you can even think of things in your past where you might have felt that way before and you did keep going and it was worth it. And sometimes you're way closer than you think, you know? Like, I'll just share one quick story before I hop off. Like, when I was 15, I was in like overachiever mode in high school. And I was doing so many things. And one of the extracurricular things I was doing that I didn't need to be doing, but I did it, I'm glad I did it, was I was taking a public speaking course at night once a week. And can you tell, did it work? Because I'm public speaking right now, technically. And I was doing so many things. I was overwhelmed. And I remember, I think it was about October or November, I was just like done. And it was the last night of the public speaking course, and we had to give a speech in front of our friends and family. I had fun in the class, actually got pretty comfortable in the class. It helped me a lot. I recommend those kind of things. You know, they can really make a difference in your life. I lost a lot of fear about getting up and talking in front of people, which is helpful for what I do now and for comedy, I'm sure. But, and doing it at that young age, you know, like, anyway, I'm rambling. But I was not ready for that night. I hadn't prepared. I knew people were in there waiting, or not waiting, they had already started. They were doing the thing, getting up and giving their speeches. I was not even a little bit ready. I hadn't had time. And I was sitting in my parents' van and crying. I had a breakdown. I just couldn't do it. I was so embarrassed. I wasn't ready. And I knew if I went in there, it was going to really suck. And so I was like, I just don't want to do this. And I just had a breakdown and I cried. And my mom, I think, went in and got one of the leaders, who was a nice older woman. And she came out, and so I was extra embarrassed that she was seeing me cry. And she was just really encouraging. She said, just come in, you know, it doesn't matter if you do badly. Like, you just, all you have to do is do it and then you'll graduate the course. And I was like, I can't believe I'm being talked into doing this. And so I dried my eyes and I went in and I gave the worst speech I ever gave in my life. I don't know why I was talking about going to the movies, but I remember just looking at the faces of these people. One of them I even had a crush on. He was a brother of someone in the course. I knew him, and I was like, I'm making such a big, I don't know what I'm gonna say in front of these people about going to the movies. And I remember just saying random things about the smell of the popcorn, and I don't know, it was horrible. But I did it. And then at the end, they actually presented me with, there was one student who got an award. And the reason why that woman who had come out to the van to get me was so encouraging because she wanted me to come in because she knew that I had been chosen to get the award. It was like a special award of just someone who had shown a lot of progress or something. It was like a special thing. So I was amazed by that. You know, it was like those moments where you're having the breakdown, you don't want to do it, it's horrible, you feel like you just don't want to keep going. It can be like you're that close to seeing the light. Like I was actually going to get an award that night, you know, for public speaking. And that really meant a lot to me to be chosen among all the students. And also, it gave me a lot of confidence, you know, from that point onward. And if I hadn't gone in, I wouldn't have gotten the award. I wouldn't have gotten it in front of everybody. You know, it's like a really joyful thing to know that I had somebody there to tell me, you know, just keep going just a little bit more, because if you just go a little bit more, then it will get better. And I got to put that on my resume for years. I still have that as a happy memory. It wouldn't have been the same if I had found out I got the award and I didn't go, I would have like kicked myself a little bit, you know? So I want to be that person for you. I want to tell you, you could be so close to something that is positive for you. You could be so close to a win. You could be so close to something that's going to work out. And you don't want to kick yourself and be like, oh, I should have held on a little longer. Even if you make a fool out of yourself, even if it, you know, it's hard, even if you don't want to do it, even if, you know, you feel like a total fool, you could be very, very close to something that's going to mean something to you. And so it's worth it. So I hope this message helped you. I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead of you, and you'll be seeing me here posting more this week. I have a new podcast coming out on Wednesday, Valentine's Day, and I have new offers that are circulating around right now. You can check out my Instagram, energy.queendom. You can see that in the comments or the description here. And if you are having a hard time navigating what you're going through, that's why I'm here to support you with the work I do, clearing the negative energy out of the way, because that's actually the only thing that can ever be against you and what your spirit's here to do. So if you're interested, I have a new intro offer that you can get in touch with me about. You can check my email below. You can send me an email, let me know you're interested, and I'll let you know the price and what it includes. So thank you so much, everybody, and I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Go Chiefs, because that's the Taylor Swift team. I hope you're having a fun week, a fun night. Bye.